Heal yourself. It sounds easy, right? But kind of wrong. Well, actually, it is easy, but only if you did the hard part. And that can be a long, long way. Trust your intuition. Also sounds easy, right? Wrong. Well, actually, it becomes a little bit easier. So I can imagine one day it will be easy. Healing your inner self is a journey that the ego so much desires to orchestrate. It makes it pretty sure that even a desire to swim your inner waters at first will be pretty hard. And I do like to use metaphors. And if I have to use the perfect one, it will be kintsugi, the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold. But when it comes to repairing the broken lines of the pottery from the inner self, the broken lines are covered with a body of water. And one needs to dive to find and feel the broken lines. The body also tells us where we can possibly find some broken lines, and it does so by giving us health issues. But it's really hard to find the source of it in your waters if they're not very clear. To get to the inner pottery, one needs to swim the other inner waters of the body and also dive in the depth of those waters. The blurry parts of our inner waters are our emotions connected to things we cannot yet or don't want to see. And don't want to see can also be yet. They are the shadow parts of us that we deny, and yeah, with that they're actually full of potential. Swimming your inner waters is also where the ego likes to orchestrate and makes it harder. The ego can be your best friend, but also your worst nightmare. And when it comes to reuniting with the heart, the ego finds all sorts of reasons and excuses to not even try the inner water. Why would you? All is fine. It's stable now on the surface, right? Why would you stir things up? Well, because it's as simple as this. We all come here for exactly that experience, and we will stay in, kind of a hamster wheel until we do exactly that. But one indeed has the free human will and choice to stay on the wheel and continue the eternal spin of the lessons needed to be learned by the ego wheel. When you are able to swim your inner waters and heal your inner trauma or stored negative emotions, the water will become more and more clear, and it becomes pleasant to swim there. The water just is, on the surface and in the depth. It doesn't matter what comes up from the depth. On the surface, it's embraced with love. All is good and everything is okay, and love, as cliche as it might be, is indeed all we need. The beauty of it all is that at one point, while swimming your inner waters, a feeling starts to grow. And not just a feeling, but also an inner knowing. That swimming your inner waters will lead you to some kind of destiny. It's like guiding you towards your inner shore, your inner island. The feeling of swimming towards any form of land is the base of what I now know as my intuition. But to recognize that and trust that feeling was pretty hard. As a human, I'm more of a scientist and an occultist. So my whole spiritual path, I receive everything. I'm open to everything, but I do my research and I try to translate everything as much as possible into data. For me, it's the easiest way to see patterns, and one thing I know on the inside and on the outside, and that it's all there is, are patterns. Sorry. So it helps me, but yeah, that on itself is a whole topic. I also know that the way to swim your inner waters is by understanding. And if you do not understand it, and my meaning of understanding is heartfelt knowing, but if you do not feel it and you do not understand it, you are the wrong possible broken line. But it's not your inner self broken line, probably your bruised ego. Heartfelt knowing is knowing is something you inner know and inner feel at the same time. I can describe how it feels for me, but I'm not helping anyone by doing that, because it's just some kind of fruit for your ego, and it will probably use it to mislead you. You will know when it happens, I can guarantee you that. So if you doubt, I still look around for some ego inspiration. No judgment in that. But you will have your answer. You're not there yet, because you will know. And it will be a real alchemy process that you will feel. It will be a connection moment between the heart and the brain, and therefore you will understand and understand at the same time. But until you experience that moment, you need to start swimming deeper in your inner waters. It's the only way. Find the broken lines, start repairing them with gold, which is love. Healing your inner self is the way to the so-called great awakening so many people desire. But it will be on that inner island where the first waves come on shore. They will remember and they meet. And of course you do not have to believe me, but this I inner know, and I kinda can make a good story about it as a bridge to the occult knowledge our ancestors left for us. Some kind of solid bridge between air and earth, science and spirituality. But that's for a later moment. But I just want to say this, please do heal yourself, your inner self. And not because it sounds easy or at one point becomes easy, but because we are all needed on that inner island to start create a pebble effect that leads to the great awakening. A pebble effect of waves, just waves of connecting, knowing, feeling, seeing, being, because we promised it. I'm quite sure about that. But we also do owe it ourselves and our loved ones. But for me, most of all, we owe it to God and Mother Earth. In my process, I have seen faces from so many people I did not meet in this life, and I know for sure that when I will reach my inner island, there will be someone, and maybe some of the faces I saw. My intuition is guiding me, and I know lately the waters got so much clearer and warmer, and it feels like I'm almost there. I do wonder who I will meet. First, I will meet the other and higher part of my soul, obviously, but I will meet other people. I will send you all my healing and love energy. Thank you.